Firefighters work in the spotlight here locally. Since the massive 5-alarm fire in South Park, we've brought you stories highlighting the heroic first responders who battled it that day. Well, even over a week after, it continues to take a mental health toll on them. But there is an organization that's working to assist and provide support. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker joining us from the newsroom tonight with the details.
The organization Badge for a Badge really hits home the phrase, it's okay to not be okay. Now, first responders go through a lot mentally, and this group supports them when they desperately need it.
When tragedy happens, while hundreds run to safety,
it's hard. It's very, very hard.
It's not the case for people like Emily Burke. She runs towards it.
Being a paramedic, I could have never imagined the things that I see and I do on a day-to-day basis.
She's a paramedic with Union County. She's one of the over 100 first responders who were on scene at the South Park fire May 18th.
We were just unfortunately playing the waiting game, and that was the most difficult part.
And even weeks later, she says this moment will stick with her.
We had that initial contact with the crane operator. I unfortunately thought that we were going to be doing like a body retrieval at that point in time.
Seeing the hysteria up close, watching firefighters rescue over a dozen people and watch 2 workers not make it out alive, she says it can have lasting effects.
I can initially think that things are okay, but then they start creeping up on you, whether that's like days later, weeks later, months later, and you just feel that heaviness in your chest.
Aside from being a paramedic, Burke is a board member of Badge for a Badge, an organization made up of other first responders, providing support for those on the front lines, something they've seen a lot of since that day.
We have people who reach out pretty regularly.
That's a traumatic experience, a traumatic, event for someone to have to deal with.
Matthew Bonstell is the executive director and says these conversations are needed now more than ever as mental health continues to be stigmatized.
Venting actually helps a lot of people, at the end of the day. And just being able to give them options, if they need help with anything or they just want to get something off their chest, that's really been burdening them rather than being afraid to, talk to any of the higher ups.
It can prove to be pretty challenging because sometimes it can interfere with your day-to-day life.
Burke says she's had times when she's thought about rethinking her path because of traumatic events on the job.
I should be able to move forward and continue to do what I'm doing and talk about the things that I'm going through.
Something she found with Badge for a Badge. It's a memory that will stick with people for a while, and the 2 hope with this support system, others can heal.
I just want everyone to experience the same.
In Charlotte, Austin Walker, WCNC Charlotte.